Guardians, we've got a lot of information over the last 2 days, and I decided to, instead of go through every little detail, because there's a lot to go through, there was like 17,000 words, if not more, over the 3 posts that we got. So there's a lot of information. So I decided I am just going to give you my 12 favorite things that I'm excited for. So we'll go through it, make it a shorter video, because don't need you to be sitting here for 45 minutes. That's just way too long. So starting off, number one. Okay, we got weapon tier upgrading. Now, a lot of people are curious how this was going to work, but it's pretty much like if you have your 5 out of 5 roll and you want to upgrade it to a tier 5, you're not going to get extra perks added to the gun. You can just see right here where you do use Glimmer, Ascendant Alloy, and Enhancement Prism, and then you can just see right here everything just gets enhanced completely to a tier 5. So, but if you still don't have that to 5 out of 5, or if you want to get more perks, you still have to grind for that roll of a normal tier 5 weapon. But it's cool that you can at least enhance the perks if you do have a really good roll. So that's nice, a little touch. Number 2, we got exotic weapon catalysts. There are 25 weapons that don't have catalysts that are gonna have catalysts in this update, which is insane that there's that many. And then they got like some examples here, but they don't want to spoil it all quite yet. But there also is 9 catalysts that are getting changed from weapons because they're kind of just more of a stat bump. They're kind of boring catalysts. So they are also going to be updating 9 other exotics and their catalysts. So that's freaking cool. There's going to be a lot of different plays. So like Chaperone right here is going to be getting triple tap. So I'm curious how that's going to work. Most people use this in PvP, but I think they're trying to make it a PvE option. You got Parasite that has Envious Arsenal, which is a great one to pair with that. And we got Teraba that's going to have Ambitious Assassin. Sorry. So that's cool. All of these are going to be getting their own catalysts and stuff like that. I'm excited. Number 3, the artifact. This is actually one of my favorite things. This is going to make it really like build crafting like really personal, because now there's not going to be a seasonal meta, right? Everyone right now is using the prismatic blade because that is how the artifacts are built around and stuff. Well, now you get to choose which artifact you want to use and what perks you want to use. So there are going to be 7 artifacts to choose from. They all have this amount of mods that you can choose from. You can make your own little line of perks. So this is nice. And the anti-champion mods are no longer on this. So it does give you more space to have some fun with it. So if you look down here, you do have the 7 artifacts you can choose from. And then, yeah, they have their own things. And they do have some added ones they're bringing in. So that's 6 more to play with that are new. So that's pretty cool. All right, on to number 4. We got vendor updates. So all the vendors have been very boring. Obviously, you go to them and they have old stuff that you can buy, but that's it. They're going back to where they all have their upgrade tree again, like their little thing you can upgrade and try to earn things and stuff. So they make them important again, which is really nice that they're bringing this back because they really needed to. So like Ada 1, Drifter, Banshee, Hawthorne, Saladin, Shax, Zur, Zavala, they're all getting, even destination ones are all getting updated in some form. So that is freaking cool that they're bringing all that back, because now it makes all of them important again. So that's pretty cool. Number 5, which this is actually insane that they're bringing this to the whole game, but Attune Anywhere. So obviously we've had events that we've done and we can attune to a certain weapon to kind of help us get that weapon. Now it's going to be throughout the whole game. They will be here in your inventory. You can see it's right there to attune, and it will legit have, you'll go down here, you have it for all these event like things, pretty much everything in the game. And you can just pick which one you want. You pick the weapon you want to attune to for that thing, and have a higher chance of getting that to drop. So that is crazy that they're going to make it for everything in the game, and you can just make your life a lot easier in trying to grind for a certain specific weapon. All right, next is vault space and loadout slots. This is a quick one. The vault space is getting increased by 300, so now we'll have 1300 vault space, which is nice. That we got a good chunk more, because we're definitely going to need it. I still don't even know if it's enough, but you know, it's something. Then we also got now 20 slots for loadouts. We had 12, they gave us 8 more. So if you really like to have all of your loadouts built, this is going to be really cool and nice to have. Number 7, we got Transmog is getting an upgrade. Now, even on your exotic armor, you can use legendary ornaments. So you can make your character look exactly how you want it with anything, any of the ornaments that you have, which is freaking nice. And why I'm excited is as a Titan, because now the cloak, well, not the cloak, but like the relativism exotic piece, now you can change it, because no like shot to the person that made the Titan Titan one, but it's never been my favorite. So now I can actually change it and make my little Titan look cool. I try my best with it. I'm sorry, but it's just, yeah, this is one of my favorite things coming, because we all know Endgame is fashion. So that is one thing that's going to make me pretty happy. All right, number 8, we got Bright Engram focusing. So now you can actually focus for ornaments and ships and certain things that you are looking for a lot easier if you want to use bright dust as well. So they have different ones. If you want like a legendary, like exotics, stuff like that, you have to pay more bright dust to try to get those. So it's pretty cool. So they do have the tiers: 300 bright dust, 600 bright dust, 900 bright dust, and obviously a lot of the exotic stuff is gonna be on the top tier. But that's pretty cool. Like, and then they have all these different types of bright engrams and stuff like that. So if you want to really pick what you're trying to go for, so you got like dawning, crimson, all these different type of ones that are from the past. If you want to try to like really narrow down what you're looking for. So that's really cool. And I think a lot, if not all, the ornaments and everything is in here. You can still pay for ornaments with silver, I think, if you want. But I believe you can earn everything now in game. So that is really cool that you can finally get everything, not have to freaking pay for stuff. So that is a really nice touch. Essentially, it seems like Eververse is kind of getting sunsetted in some way. So that's cool. Number 9, it's just mainly like the anti-champion mods. So obviously a lot of the weapons are getting upgraded, like either getting nerfed, getting buffed. A lot of exotics are getting some crazy changes, like the Jade Rabbit. Really cool. But the anti-champion mods now are intrinsic on all the weapons. So you can see Jade Rabbit has Unstoppable. Vex Mythic class has anti-barrier right here. And plus these are getting some pretty, like if you noticed, a lot of the 360 auto rifles are now going to be 400. So that's cool. 400. A lot of great upgrades, ton of freaking weapons being buffed, a lot of them being brought down. Primaries are actually getting a good buff, so we can go back to that. Number 10, we got the return of the director, which I know everyone is excited for, and I think this looks really clean. It's like they never should have got rid of the directory, but I paired it with Distortions. If you see the red over here, that's because there's a distortion event going on. If you don't know what the distortion event is, it is right here. It's going to be rotating between 7 planets every hour, and then pretty much a ripple in the sky opens up, and all the enemies that are on that planet become infected. They're all glowing red. They're all like stronger. They're more aggressive, and they do drop specific weapons and loot from that event. So you can go there, fight them with other guardians that are there, and it looks like a fun thing, which is like gives you a reason now to go to all these different planets we really don't go to anymore, and to run around with the other guardians and play with everybody else. This is what I've wanted for a while. I've wanted to go back to the planets. I've been sick of, I like the Pale Heart. Kepler was something, but they were single player instances and stuff, so it kind of took us away from the community and meeting other people and being around other guardians. So this is a good way to get back to that, and I think this a great addition to the game. Our number 11, it's kind of like a world loot pool. I'm just kind of all the stuff in the world, every planet, Gambit, Crucible, like everything is getting more like their loot redone in some way. So all the planets and stuff, all of them are going to be tiered weapons now. They all have their intrinsic perks that they built that kind of go with that planet. So it's really cool. We got obviously we got spare rations and all this. You can see this. It's back to being a 140. It's a stasis. But this is going to be in Gambit. You can see it's tiered, and I think Gambit's getting new armor, a couple new weapons. There's a lot of new stuff. Just everything in the game, loot wise, is getting brought to their tiered loot, and is getting intrinsic stuff. So it's going to be really cool. A lot of new stuff to grind. Well, new old stuff to grind, but yeah, that's just gonna make the game feel way better to go out and explore again. And so definitely, like, all this stuff is making me want to start a new account and start from the beginning and just get excited for loot again, because you're going to be seeing things they're bringing back. Well, like, again, with the world loot, they have been teasing a lot of old weapons that coming back. So we have like the black armory weapons are coming back. Some of those, like the steel feather repeater, people were like said that's coming back. So there's a lot of older weapons going to be coming back. My kindled orchid, I freaking love that hand cannon. So anything, like, not everything is, but a lot of that older stuff is coming back. So that the loot pool is just going to be crazy big, and there's gonna be a lot of new stuff, old stuff coming back to grind. So I'm really excited for that. Last but not least, we got Sparrow Racing is coming back. They have really worked on this, to where the sparrows and your skimmer, if you want to use either one of them, they both work. They're both going to go the same speed. You cannot grind, you can't do any tricks on the sparrows. They try to keep it as even as possible. They do have, like, you can boost if you do a trick. I think you can only do tricks or anything like that when you go off of a jump. So that will, like, if you do a trick while going off a jump, it gives you a boost. They kind of do some of the tricks kind of like what you do with Mario Kart. That kind of reminds me of. So at the very beginning, when it's going 3, 2, 1, if you start holding down your boost, you'll get a jump start. Like, there's going to be a lot of stuff, and they've really worked on this. They also added a brand new map. It's, I guess, as they can said, it's from the world of the 9. So we don't know what it looks like, but dude, I'm excited. I think this is gonna be a lot of fun. I don't remember playing too much Sparrow Racing back in the day, but I'm definitely gonna be jumping into this. It looks like a ton of fun, and it will have its own loot and armor and everything to go with it, which is down here. So you got the skimmer, that you got the weapons. This is the holofoil version right here. They just wanted to tease it on the sword, but you'll be able to get this look on all of the weapons. They all look pretty clean, and they're all of these are going to be based off speed. So you're going to have, like, perks, you're going to have, like, stuff that speed up the shot. So onslaught, cascade, they have eager edge on the sword, stuff that's for movement and for speed. So I think that's really cool. Like, there's so many good things coming this update. I didn't cover everything, but if there is something that I missed that you're excited for, please let me know in the comments below. They do have more stuff to talk to us about that they have not. And I think they're going to be talking about, like, obviously abilities, and armor and stuff like that, and how they meld together, obviously, that type of stuff. So we don't know, but they said they have some secrets still left to tell us, which is crazy because they're bringing so much to this game. The devs have definitely been cooking, and it sucks that this is the last update, but hey, they're going out with a bang. So I will make another video. I probably will be streaming next week. I'm on Thursday when they do probably drop the next, like, TWID update and stuff like that. So stick around for that. If you like this video, please subscribe, like, whatever you're into. And I will hopefully see you again next time. Okay, bye, Guardians.